Hi guys, so I just want to make this video just to talk about kind of what it's like to be a pregnant teenager and how hard it is. My life has already, she's not even here yet, and it has already changed drastically, and it's already been so hard already. Like, she's not even here yet, and it's already been like the hardest 8.5 months of my entire life. So I just want to talk about that a little bit. I saw recently a girl on Facebook who was 13 saying that she wanted to get pregnant and have a baby, and she thought that she like could support it and stuff. And no, like, I feel like it just makes me sad that someone would want that at such a young age. Like, I wasn't trying to get pregnant. I was on birth control. It failed. And it's like, I don't know, it's really hard. And I feel like my situation is actually really good. I feel like I'm really lucky in the situation I'm in. Like, I have the dad's support completely. He gives me money and is like there to support me emotionally as well. He was like super excited for her. At first, obviously, he wasn't. He was 17 years old and a big party boy, and found out that he was having a kid, and like he struggled with it some. Like, it's been really hard, but like he's still so excited for her and like wants to be there 100%. Like, he's like all excited like to be in the hospital with us and all that kind of stuff. So also, I have my parents' support completely. His parents' support, they're here to help me. Like, my mom's like, oh, like, I want to buy you a car seat and I want to buy you a stroller. And I'm like, Mom, like, I can afford it, I can do it. And she's like, no, I want to buy it for you. And like I'm really lucky that I don't have to ask them to help me, but they just like kind of do. Like, they're already like, I'm pretty financially stable. Not completely financially stable, obviously, because I'm 17 still, but, and like I work at Denny's as a waitress, but I've been saving money, putting half my paychecks at one point last summer, from the beginning of May until about October, around the time I got pregnant. I had 2 jobs, and I literally would work a month and a half straight without a day off. And I would put half of each paycheck into my savings account because I just figured it was good to get money saved up either for college or moving out. Like, Casey and I were planning on moving out together this summer last year. We started planning that. So like, I've been, now obviously all my money is I've saved for the baby, but it's just like, I don't know, I have money, like, I don't know, I have like almost $7,000 saved up, I think, and I don't ever take out of my savings completely, like, ever. I only for like baby stuff, kind of. Like, if I'm gonna buy like a crib, which I didn't have to because I'm very lucky to have been given a free crib, then I would take the money out of there. But I also, even in my like checking account, I have $500 almost constantly. Like, I try never to go under $200. And so I'm really good with money, and I'm pretty financially stable, and Casey has a good job now, and he's has like a good welding job lined up for him where he'll make a lot of money. Like, welders make a lot of money. And so he's stable. Like, we can support her as best as we can, better than I think most 17 and 18-year-olds can. And so like, I just feel like I'm really lucky, but it's still been so hard. Like, I still cry. Like, a lot of it's the hormones. I get like, I don't know, my hormones are pretty bad, and like some days I just get so sad, and like all I can do is cry, and like I feel like so depressed. And it's like, I still have my friends, but it's like at the same time I've kind of lost them, because like I still can hang out and do stuff, but it was like, I don't know, it's different, you know? I can't like all my friends are seniors in high school or graduated, or like, you know, they're 18, they're gonna go out and party and enjoy their youth. Sorry, hold on, my screen went dark. And I can't do that at all. Like I went from smoking cigarettes and drinking like literally every day, pretty much every day. I constantly had alcohol. Like whether it was wine, a glass of wine, get drunk on wine at 11 o'clock in the morning, or beer, or, you know, some days it was even like tequila and vodka. Like one day I remember me and my friend Michaela, it was over the summer, but we just got a bottle of tequila and went to this lake and got like super wasted at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And like we finished that entire bottle of tequila almost. Like I was really drunk. And like did stuff like that, and I smoked weed every single day. Like the amount of money I was spending on alcohol and weed was like ridiculous. Like I would spend $40 like a week on alcohol, and then I would spend like $80 total on weed and alcohol a week. It was ridiculous, but like I could afford it. Like I still was never, like still wasn't taking out my savings, still was putting half my money into savings, because like I had 2 jobs at the time, and I didn't spend my money elsewhere. Like I pay for my cell phone bill, car insurance, car payments, gas, stuff like that, pay for my own food. And so like other than that, I didn't have anything else to use my money on, so why not use it on drugs and alcohol, right? I was going to concerts, like me like and Michaela left for a weekend, went up to Crested Butte, which is like 8 hours from here, and just went to like partied all weekend there. And it was just really hard. Like the moment I found out I was pregnant, I had to stop all of that. No more cigarettes, no more smoking weed, no more drinking. Obviously for while I'm pregnant, obviously when I'm not pregnant anymore, I can like drink and stuff again, but it's obviously still gonna be different. Like I'm not gonna be a normal teenager. I can't go out every weekend, I can't go out every night. I had to give up getting an actual high school diploma and get my GED, which was like kind of sad. Like I really was looking forward to getting an actual diploma, but at least like I'm done with school. Like at least I still have my general education diploma, which is what's important. I can still get into like a college that way, but I have to give up going to college kind of. Like I'm not gonna obviously be able to go out of state. I wasn't really planning on going out of state anyways, but I can't, I don't know, I just am gonna go to like community college, but I can't even start that for a year or so. I want to try and go in the spring, but it all kind of just depends on money and babysitting, childcare. My life pretty much since I found out I was pregnant has been revolved around work and Casey, and that's it. And all I would do is like go to work or sit at home, and like that's what I do when I'm not at work. I'm sitting at home pretty much. Like sometimes I'll go hang out with my friends, but like when I'm hanging out with them, they're like smoking weed, and I don't know, it's just not as fun to be around. Like I don't really want to sit around them while they're like getting high. I don't really want to be around that. And it's just like usually when they go out and hang out, they're drinking and doing stuff like that, and I just don't want to be around that. I don't want to do that. Like it's been really hard, honestly, giving that up, like giving my teenage years up. Like I don't know, it's just been really hard. Especially seeing all my friends go out and doing all this fun stuff, and like seeing the stuff that I'm missing out on, like good concerts and stuff that I've always wanted to go to, and just, I don't know, stuff like that. And I know it's put a lot of pressure on Casey and I's relationship. Like, and I think I'm still been lucky kind of with that. Like, I don't know, obviously, if you've been watching my other videos, things have not been like really good. We're like not together, and he's kind of messed up a lot, but we still, I don't know, we still get along really well, and we're still making like it work so we can co-parent, and like we don't hate each other, we don't like fight and yell at each other all the time, but like people seem to think that like if I get pregnant, then it'll make us closer, and like we'll have a baby together, and like I don't know, we'll keep the guy around. But half the time, like I've been lucky, like half the time the guys just leave. They don't have to like be there for you during your pregnancy. They don't even have to like help pay for anything until the baby's there, and then you can file child support. But even then, like child support is based off of what the dad makes, like income wise. If he doesn't have a job, how is he supposed to pay you child support? Like stuff like that. And it's just stressful to have to go through that. And like I don't know, it's changed Casey and I's relationship. Like we were like for the worst. Like we were really, I don't know, like really in love, and like spent all our time together. We just like got high together all the time. Like every night I would get off work and I would go drive to his house, and we'd sit in my car and smoke a bowl until and hang out and talk, and just like talk for hours. And then it was like cool. At first, like the first couple months, he really wanted me to get an abortion, and it was really rough. We would like get upset with each other all the time and fight, and it was like, I don't know, we're still, like I still think we're in love now, even though we're not together. But it just changed us a lot. Like he freaked out, and obviously like he hasn't handled it super well, but like he's still there to help me. Like all of a sudden he felt like he was being forced to grow up so fast. Like he never even wanted kids. He never wanted to get married or like have kids at all, and then I'm forcing him to have a daughter with me, and he really wanted a boy too, but he's super excited for our girl. But he just, I don't know, it's been hard for him, and it's been really hard on our relationship because he is scared, and so he's acting out, and that hurts me a lot. Like I've been in a ton of pain for it, and it's just really hard. And it's, I don't know, even in my situation, when I feel as if I'm lucky, that it's still hard. And I don't get how, like, if I was 13 or 15 or 14, 15, even like 16, and I found out I was pregnant, I don't know, like, I don't know how I could handle that, honestly. Like, that would be, like, I'm so happy that I'm as old as I am, and that I'm done with high school. Casey will be done with high school, that we'll be adults, and it's still really young to have a kid, but I don't think I could, I don't know what I would do if I was like 13. Like, you don't have a driver's license, you don't have, like, 13, I was still in junior high. Like, you're not even in high school yet. You still have 4 more years of high school, like, before you're done. How are you gonna raise a baby and go to high school, like finish high school, or like you can't get a job at 13, not really. How are you gonna have time to go to a job and go to high school, and you don't even have a license for 3 years? Like, your child will be 3 when you can finally drive, like relying on people for rides. So I feel like it's just really, really selfish and stupid for someone to try for a baby that young. And it's like, no, it makes me mad. Like, that poor child. Like, I get, okay, so, well, you shouldn't even be having sex at 13. I lost my virginity at 14, And I feel like that's so young. Like, if my daughter was having sex at 14, I would cry. Like, that's so young. And I at least was with the guy for 6 months before we had sex. And I continued to be with him for another like year after that. I was with him for like a year and a half before we broke up. And so I was like 16 before I had sex with the second person I had sex with. But still, like, that's so young. Like, you shouldn't even be having sex at 13. Like, you definitely shouldn't be trying for a baby. Like, that baby is not gonna really, like, your parents are gonna end up raising it. Like, the baby's not gonna be able to meet the needs you, like, physically. And that's so bad on your body, like, to be that young. And it's like, you physically and, like, financially, and just, you can't, like, support that child super well. And I don't know, it just makes me really sad and really mad that someone, like, of course you're 13, babies are cute, everyone wants a baby, they're so cute, but be realistic and don't try and have one. Like, no. It just puts so much strain and stuff like that. But so also another thing that's really hard is just my body changing so much. Like, when you're a teenager, you're going through a lot of hormonal changes already. Like, I don't know, you're more insecure, kind of, and it's been hard, kind of, to, like, get bigger and to gain weight. Like, I remember, like, stepping on the scale and looking at it as I gained weight would, like, make me sad and upset, and I, like, felt like I needed to, like, lose weight, but, like, I know I can't, and then I haven't even, like, gained that much weight, and I'm not even that big, but it's, like, I get so self-conscious about my body. Like, even in front of Casey, like, I almost didn't want to be naked because I, like, felt subconscious about my belly, and, like, I didn't want him to think I was fat, and, like, it's just been hard. And I've pretty much gained all, like, belly weight, but, like, I've had people tell me that my, like, cheeks are getting chubbier too, and that's like, oh my god, I don't want chubby cheeks, and, like, how am I gonna get my body back after the baby? Like, I don't want it to, like, be flabby and gross, and, like, it's hard that, it's just really hard with your body changing so much. Like, I have been really lucky, and I haven't really even gotten any, like, stretch marks, just, like, a couple on my hips, and it's, like, still hard. Like, I got upset when I saw them on my hips. I was like, oh my god, like, I'm ugly, and I got them on my boobs, like, but I've had those before, and I feel like my thighs have gotten bigger, and it's just, like, I don't know, it's so, like, it's hard, and you feel super insecure, and like, going places, people look at you, and, like, they obviously know that you're not, like, I don't look, I think people have mistaken me for, like, in my 20s and stuff, but I still don't look like, I don't know, like, I'm almost, like, old enough to have a kid, you know? So it's kind of hard to, like, be out in public and be pregnant, like, people staring at you, like, people just automatically just, like, look at my belly. Like, I went to school with Casey the other day, and we were in the hallway, and people just, like, I know a bunch of, obviously, people know who I am at school. So I know a bunch of people that go to that school, and just, like, he knows everyone, and they all know, and stuff like that. But people just, like, instantly would look at me and just look down at my belly. And it's just, like, I don't know, it makes you feel insecure. And, like, I break out all the time, and, like, my hair just sometimes is, like, gross, and I get bags under my eyes because I can't sleep at night. Like, I'm so exhausted. Like, every single time I need to roll over, I have to wake up to roll over. Every time I have to pee, which is, like, every 2 hours, and it's just hard because you feel really ugly and fat and insecure, and that's another thing that's hard, especially when, as a teenager, your hormones are already going crazy, and then making them, like, adding pregnancy hormones, like makes it even worse, and it's just hard. So I don't know, I don't know, but it's I don't really know where I'm going with this anymore. It's just really hard, and I don't want anyone to, like, I don't know, go through that. I just really think you need to try hard to use protection and make sure it works. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, bye.